What's up everyone, I'm GKB, aka The Governor. Today on Gamers Knows Best, I will be giving you my review of Darksiders the Warmastered edition. This is a remaster, so is it worth buying all over again? Let's get into the video and find out. Here's a brief overview of Darksiders the Warmastered edition. Deceived by the forces of evil into prematurely bringing about the end of the world, War, the first horseman of the apocalypse, stands accused of breaking the sacred law by inciting a war between heaven and hell. In the slaughter that ensued, the demonic forces defeated the heavenly host and laid claim to the earth. Now, this remaster was developed and published by THQ Nordic and reviewed on the Xbox One S. Alright, let's get right into this review, and we're going to start with the graphics. Now, this is a remastered version of the original Darksiders game, so in my opinion, they really need to kill it in the graphics department to give gamers a great value for purchasing the game. Overall, I think they did a really good job here of updating the game. It's not just up-res with better frame rates. That being said, it does run at 1080p 60 FPS. The texture work is great and adds a ton of detail that was not there in the original console version. Now, the textures are not without any problems. There is areas where you will see stretching and blurry textures. Now, these are few and far between, and in my opinion did not hurt the overall experience I had with this game. The lighting and effects are really well done and add another level of immersion to the environments. Speaking of environments, I really enjoyed the variety the developers offer in this game. I like the fact that each environment felt similar but different. What I mean by this is, the world is post-apocalyptic, so you see a lot of destroyed buildings and cities, but each area feels unique and different. You will find yourself going from rundown cities to graveyards, the desert area called the Ashlands, spider-infested areas, and everything in between. The boss designs are terrific and unique to the area that they dwell in. The enemy designs are great as well, but as you get towards the middle of the game, they get a bit boring. The devs do their best to offer variety, but at the end of the day, they're just reused assets, which is a letdown as the rest of the game has much better variety. Overall though, I was pleased with the graphics and the updates they offer in the Darksiders Warmastered edition. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. As I've always said, gameplay is the undisputed king of gaming. Now, Darksiders, at its core, is a hack-and-slash adventure with some satisfying gameplay mechanics. Character movement and traversal is really well done, and never did I have a point in the game where my character movement let me down. The walking, swimming, climbing was solid, and for this type of game, it has to be. What I love about this game is you have to earn all the war's powers by playing the game. Also, after you earn the power, you spend the rest of the level using it, and the new power is even used to defeat the boss. I really miss this type of gameplay. Games these days are pretty much give you all the powers up front and you only use a few of them through the whole game. The fighting, being that this is a hack and slash, is great. You only use a few buttons to do moves, but are done by timing on how you hit the X button. This is great as anyone can pick up the controller and play, but has enough depth to keep the hardcore having fun. Now, you can purchase more attacks and upgrades from Volgrim that you will see often on your journeys. Each upgrade costs a certain amount of souls, but are easily earned by killing enemies. Upgrading your arsenal will help you greatly in the boss fights in this game. Speaking of boss fights, they are so fantastic. Each boss is unique and offers some of the best mechanics. Silitha was my favorite. I loved how she teleported around the map. You always had to be on your toes or she will pound you into the dirt. Like I said, all the boss fights were great. There is a great amount of puzzle solving in Darksiders, nothing too tough, but does do a great job of breaking up the gameplay. You will find yourself moving blocks, turning switches, and using your powers to make your way to and through the tower. Darksiders gameplay, all in all, offers a ton of fun to be had, as well as enough variety to keep the hardcore entertained. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the story. Darksiders is your typical story of revenge, where your character War does whatever he can to defeat his enemies. Your horsemen must do as many quests from demons, whether it be challenges from the rock gatekeepers or missions to defeat the tower guards from Samuel. They all lead to the horsemen's final goal of revenge. Now, the story is not going to win any Oscars by any stretch of the imagination, but it was fun and entertaining. All the characters had their part to play in the story, the voice acting was great, the cutscenes really look great in this remaster, the character models are well detailed and animated perfectly to get you more immersed into the story. I don't want to go too deep into the story as I don't want to ruin it for anyone that has not played the game. All in all, the story is well done, fun, and entertaining. Alright, now let's get into what you've all came to see, and that is the verdict. Darksiders the Warmaster edition is a remaster that I was impressed with. It has a few issues, but nothing game-breaking. The gameplay is frantic at times with solid gameplay mechanics that are both easy to use, but have enough depth for any hardcore gamer out there. The character, bosses, and environments are larger than life that offers great variety throughout the game. I found myself enjoying the game more and more as I upgrade my character to take on the ever-present danger that lies ahead. Darksiders the Warmaster edition has the Governor's Seal of Approval. If you have played this game on other platforms, this probably won't offer enough for you to buy it again. If you've never played Darksiders, I definitely would pick this up. You will have a great time. Well, that's it everyone. I hope you enjoyed this review of Darksiders the Warmaster edition. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more, hit that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe to stay up to date with all we are up to. This is GKB. We will see you in the next one, and as always, take care of your fellow gamers.